Whoops. Alright. So that's two 225s picked for this episode of Wafer Lock Wednesday. And now for the exciting stuff. Right. So this right here is an ad from, let me just read my notes, from the Sunday Mail, the September the 5th copy in 1948, so from 1948 September is when this ad was in the paper. As you can see at the top, we got Lock Up at Lockwood, got our 225 illustrated right there, and then as we go down it says the caretaker who never sleeps on the job. Lock up with a Lockwood, that is the surest, safest method of protection against night prowlers and thieving toms. The padlock illustrated is Lockwood's famous number 225, universally recognized as the safest yet least expensive padlock of its type in the world today. The number 225 operates on the famous disc tumbler principle, which ensures that only one key in 250 can possibly fit your padlock. For additional security, it has a case-hardened steel shackle, which we can see right here, on which even a hacksaw can make no impression. See the Lockwood range of quality precision-made locks and padlocks today at all hardware merchants and stores. And then at the bottom it says the price is 4 shillings and 5 pence, each including tax, slightly dearer in country areas, which according to the RBA pre-decimal inflation calculator would be $17.14 today, which is not too bad actually, like extremely cheap. Which, yeah, of course, yeah, it makes sense. It's a zinc body padlock, so extremely cheap, but it gets the job done. So as well as that ad, we also have this other one, which is from the Mercury. The issue was dated Saturday, September 22, 1945. And as we can see here, got a little cartoon. At the top in the bubble it says, "Oh, obviously, my dear Watson, thieving Tom's time was wasted. It's a Lockwood." So in our little cartoon we can see what is supposed to be Sherlock Holmes and Mr. Watson. And then in a little bubble here says, "Lockwood holds the key to security in every home and business." And then we got our 225 right here. And then over here it says, the owner of this store, being a wise man, had fitted Lockwood padlocks for security. Thieving Tom now knows that even he had something to learn in his very dubious profession. Sorry. And we hate to think that he is saying, well, what he is saying at this moment about people who invent padlocks with cadmium-plated, case-hardened steel shackles that are impossible to break. Impossible. A further precaution you buy with Lockwood is the wide range of key changes and keying combinations. Over 250,000 Lockwood padlocks have been supplied and are used by the Navy, Army, Air Force, and munitions. Many thousands of these are used under tropical conditions, so they'll be used in places like Queensland, New Guinea, places where it's very humid and wet. In addition, wait, hold on, I skipped a sentence. In tropical conditions, the padlock illustrated is the number 225, safest padlock, yada yada yada. In addition to the 225, there is a range of padlocks for all purposes. Other Lockwood products, pardon me, night latches, entrance door sets, cupboard locks, door closers, etc. Remember to ask for Lockwood. Obtainable at all hardware merchants and stores. Right. So that's the other ad that I found. There's a bunch more, but they're the ones I printed up. As for the next, we have the page from the 1965 catalogue. Here we have both the regular 225, this guy, and next to it you can see the 225L, this one, big long shackle, and here is them next to each other for scale. Says number 225, popular disc tumbler padlock, shackle diameter, a quarter of an inch, material, the case, high purity pressure cast zinc, so zinc, mechanism, 5 disc tumbler, so it's only got 5 wafers in it. The shackle is steel, case hardened and plated, except for the 225B, which we'll get to in a minute. The size is 1.5 inches with a height, size, height 1.5 inches, width 1.5. I did not measure this beforehand, so I'm not sure how accurate that is. Shackle openings, 225 steel shackle, 3/4 of an inch opening. And then got the 225 shackle, 225B shackle opening is the exact same. And the 225L bicycle shackle, so this is the bicycle shackle. That shackle opening says 5 inches for 5.5 inches. Keys, comes with 2 keys, number S1054B. Key changes 960. Special keying can be supplied keyed alike, but not master keyed. Finished big hardened enamel. Alright. So, oh yeah, back onto the shackles. As you heard, there's a B version, which is the brass shackle version I've got right here. So, regular 225 steel shackle, and right here, beautiful brass shackle. And then got the L, which is the bicycle shackle. Hard to fit all three of them in at once. And I did find a 1960 pricing list for all of these. Unfortunately, I didn't print it out, but I did write down the info. So in the 1960 pricing list, the regular steel shackle one is 7 shillings and 10 pence, which according to the RBA pre-decimal inflation calculator is $14.57 today. The brass shackle was in 1960, in August of 1960, just 9 shillings, which is $16.74 today, according to the pre-decimal inflation calculator. And the L, 2225L, is in 1960 was 9 shillings and 11 pence, which according to the pre-decimal inflation calculator is $18.44 today. So it's pretty good price-wise, actually. Of course, they no longer make these. By I think it was at least 2025 at least, they stopped production. Though mind you, I think the general purpose ones, so the ones that everyone used, stopped production probably a lot earlier. Give me 1 second. I have to grab something. And back. So I'm not sure when the general public version that the public had stop production, maybe to 2025, but this is the fire key version, key to the 003 fire key. These ones stopped into 2025 from what I'm aware of. These red ones, and were replaced with the Lockwood 325, which I don't happen to have one in my collection at the moment, but as you can see, basically the same lock, except this one's painted red. The plate is different. I believe this plate is, I'm not sure if this is still, I'm pretty sure this one is still a metal one, but the public ones were plastic. They replaced them with plastic, so this is metal because this is an older one, but the newer ones before they eventually got rid of them, sorry, pardon me, plastic. Which kind of seems stupid, but when you realize that the 225s are surprisingly guttable, but as you can see, you can't, there's no like screw or pin, so in order to take it apart, you have to do it destructively by destroying this plate, and this plate is replaceable. You can get replacement plates, basically it plate clips in. You basically break the clips by prying at it, and then there's a plug retaining pin. You push it down, you can pull the plug out, and then rekey it, put it back together, and then Bob's your uncle, which it's probably why they replaced it with a plastic one to make it easier to rekey to take off, because they can be quite a pain in the butt, and you do kind of end up putting some gashes in the face of the lock. However, you can actually take these off non-destructively. There is a way. I know because I saw a video of Paul Sprunget's back when he was making videos. He found a way to take these off non-destructively, and I will link that video so you can see how he does it, which is it's pretty cool. It is a bit of extra work, but you know it's worth it. And that's pretty much everything. Right, thanks for watching. Peace.